Responding to what has been forecast to be a significantly higher than average hurricane season for 2013, the Director of Disaster Management, Charlene Dabrio, says the National Emergency Operations Center needs to be strengthened. Charlene Dabrio was speaking to JTV News on the BVI's readiness in light of two leading hurricane forecasters' prediction of an active or extremely active 2013 Atlantic hurricane season, which includes 3 to 6 major hurricanes.
In terms of systems in the community, I think we feel a certain level of comfort that we are able to inform people of what is happening with a hurricane. Hurricanes give you time, 5, 6, 7 days, something's generating and you can model and see where they're going. The building has issues. It's been all over in the media. It's been discussed and hashed, and we've had all the critiques coming back to us, some positive, some negative. But what I do have to say is that we have to understand that there are facilities in a country that are critical to the operations of any government, and so the NEOC structure needs to be strengthened. There's no question about that. We need a strong facility. And we're not just looking at hurricanes, we're looking at earthquakes, we're looking at tsunamis, we're looking at a wide range of hazards. BVI is being faced with a situation now where there's a hazard impacting our financial services sector. And we look at that as the whole issue of business continuity. And so there has to be a decision at some point in time for this facility to be strengthened. It was built in the 70s, it's done its job, it's really tearing at the seams right now, and we need to be able to advance. That being said, in terms of preparations for the season, I think we should be in a pretty good condition, unless we're going to be hit by a Category 5, and then depends on the characteristics of the storm. We may be significantly affected. The concerns in terms of hurricane impact right now for the facility is really water intrusion. We've tried to address it as much as we can, but we do have expectations that we'll have problems, and we're preparing for that.
The 6-month hurricane season begins on June 1st until November 30th. As part of measures to prepare members of the community for the 2013 hurricane season, Deputy Director at DDM Evangeline Innes says an awareness campaign will be launched on June 3rd.
Every week we are going to be providing some tips so persons can make sure that they it's always in their minds what they need to do, and to try to see how we can get the communities involved, recognizing that the disaster preparedness is not only at the DDM, but it's an individual responsibility, and every person has to take their personal preparedness as a matter of urgency. Persons that are interested in providing a service, they can go to our website, bviddm.com, and there is the online volunteer registry where you can go there and register. The information pops up to us, and we are able to make contact with you and to, just to make sure that you're part of the system.
The United States NOAA's National Hurricane Center in its 2013 Atlantic Hurricane Season Outlook issued on Thursday, May 23rd, forecasts an active or extremely active hurricane season this year.
Last year, it was predicted that it would be a below active season, and then we had Hurricane Sandy. Most people would remember the impact from Hurricane Sandy. This year, the predictions are quite scary. If they stand true to what is being said by the forecasters, it appears that the Caribbean will see some major hurricanes tracking in this direction, because they've indicated that the probability for a major event impacting the Caribbean is 61%, and the average over the last century has been 42%. So that is pretty significant for the Caribbean. One thing that we are seeing this year is that there are a number of models out there that undergo predictions. Professor Gray and his partners are not the only center that's looking at forecasting and modeling, and all of them seem to be saying the same thing. Unlike last year where you had some discrepancies in the forecast, it appears that there is a consistent decision that this year appears to be the year for significant activity.
For the 6 months, NOAA's Atlantic Hurricane Season Outlook says there is a 70% likelihood of 13 to 20 named storms with winds up to 39 miles per hour or higher, of which 7 to 11 could become hurricanes, with winds of 74 miles per hour or higher, and includes 3 to 6 major hurricanes of category 3, 4, or 5 with winds of 111 miles per hour or higher. These ranges are well above the seasonal average of 12 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes.